fellow internet people, I'm back with another video. And I got bangs. I don't want to talk about it. My name is Aina and I'm a fashion designer and product developer, and in my final thesis I started working with wax. As part of my final project I developed some experimental textiles with wax, accessories, and also some tiny sculptures, I guess you can call them, like these. But yeah, I thought I would tap into my wax obsession because I need to make some sort of mic handle so that I can stop using this card. In today's video, I will tap into my wax obsession to create a proper mic for my future videos. So I guess I'm dedicating this to the lore of this YouTube channel. The thing is that I need to hold on to something while I'm staring into my camera because I need some sort of emotional support. It's pretty uncomfortable. It's like there's a big one-eyed monster staring into my soul and I don't like it. So I want to be able to just hold a microphone. So I have decided that I'm gonna make myself an artsy wax microphone so that I can ditch this and become a diva with a mic. Diva with a mic. Actually, I feel like microphones are extremely symbolic and they are able to influence the credibility of a speaker. You will not catch anyone doing a video essay on YouTube with a clip-on mic. They will be holding onto a huge mic for dear life. In a way, holding a mic signals authority and it makes you look more professional. It's kind of like, oh, she's holding a mic, so she must know what she's talking about. You know what I mean? Even though there's some people out there who should never be handed a microphone. But yeah, I want to become a diva with a mic. So let's start the video. The bigger the mic, the bigger the... Okay, so this is the design I made. I need to change the pen because it's the same color of the page. That's so dumb. Okay, by the way, these pencils are the best. You can unscrew the top thing here and it's actually a sharpener, so you can sharpen always your pencil. I really love them. These are the best pencils for sketching, I think. At first I thought I would do, you know, these phone covers where it's like a mirror or a pan and then they use the handle of the pan or the mirror to hold the phone. So I thought maybe I would do that, but this mic has a clip-on feature and I thought it would be a waste. In the end, I decided to split the mic design into two parts. The first part would be a mic cover, which would be this with this kind of organic design. And then the second part would be basically like the mic handle so that it looks like a one piece when in reality it's just two pieces. For the mic case, the mic has a button that needs to be accessible, the on-off button. And then there is a USB-C, but I'm not too sure what I will do with this. In theory, I'm not gonna charge the mic with the case on, so the USB-C port doesn't need to be accessible. Then the top needs to be completely free. There cannot be anything here. It cannot be a wraparound design because I want to touch the fluffy caterpillar on top. So it will be, I guess, like a slide situation where you slide the mic through the top like this. Okay, and then the lights. I think I want the lights to be visible so that I can see if I'm recording or not, because there was already this situation where I was recording a video, the last video, I think. And I had to refilm one whole segment because my mic was off. I forgot to turn it on. So yeah, I don't want this to happen ever again. So from now on, I will be checking all the mic lights to see that the mic has battery, the mic is recording, and the mic is connected. So yeah, the lights must be visible. Moving on. So the inspo for the design is I want my mic to be a diva mic. It needs to be big. It needs to be a crossover of a magic wand with a baton. So what I mean by that is that the mic is gonna end up being bigger or longer than a normal mic would usually be. Also, I think I wanna need some sort of fake cable to simulate, you know, these singers like Ray. She uses a mic with a cable. She wraps it around her neck like it's some sort of feather scarf, and I love that for her. So yeah, I want a cable on my mic, but of course I don't need a real cable. I'm gonna fake it, and I'm gonna make it even more stylish because I will make a mohair fake cable, and I'm thinking I'm gonna touch it making a little cute bow, so that's gonna be fun. I will also add some fake buttons. So I have all of these plastic gems, and that's what I'm gonna use to decorate the case. And then for the centerpiece, I want to do an ornament, like an ornament whimsy magic piece. The problem is I don't have any gem that's big enough for this. So I thought I could make my ornament gem with wax and maybe add some glitter so that it shines and it gives this idea of it being a gem. Then for the mic attachment, I'm gonna use a metallic sheet that I've got from a uni project. I need to go get it. At first I was debating whether I should use this or some other material like metacrylate. I think it fits the vibe of how the wax looks after the resin is poured on top, but I decided to stick with how I have been working close up. I like the look of the metal with the wax. It gives it more of an interesting feel and look. So for the hardware where I'm gonna touch the bow down here, I'm gonna use this, which is what I used to use on their head so that they can hang from a wall. Originally, I wanted to turn this into necklaces. These are smaller though, but yeah. So this is the end of Let's Plan Out Our Design. Thank you for being here with me. And now let's get to work. Okay. Yeah, maybe I start with white. No. I also have these tiny stars. I need some smaller pieces. Is this like the satanic star? I should not use it. Okay, so as I was trying to take the case off of the mic, I realized that it was not coming out. So I ended up breaking it, and these are all the parts that broke off. So here's a bit of an update. I managed to redo the part that I had to break. I did kinda shape this left side. Now I need to do the other side. But yeah, I still need to make it more 3D. I need to add more layers of wax over here, and I'm not really sure what to do with the right side because there's the USB-C port here. But maybe I will just reduce the volume and you will only be able to see the port from the side. And then I managed to combine all of the leftover wax from the carving of the case and also just the residue from building it. I started doing this, which will be the microphone handle. And yeah, I still don't know the length. I think this is a bit too wide, but yeah, let's see how it ends up looking. As I finished working on the case, it was time to move on to bigger and greater challenges.
Yes, queen!
So I decided to tackle the centerpiece. I decided to keep it star themed, so I trashed the idea of making a heart and got on with planning the design and proportions. At first I thought I would recreate the geometric shape of the gems that I was already using, but then I realized it was pointless because the whole point of working with wax is to achieve these uncontrollable drippy textures and organic imperfect shapes, which is completely the opposite. I really liked how the star was coming along with the wax. It was more like a blob that tried to resemble a star instead of a chiseled, perfectly shaped star. So the star is meant to be the centerpiece, the magic gem in my magical mic. So I decided to add glitter in order to get rid of the matte wax finish and to make it feel more adequate as an object able to perform magic spells. This is one layer of glitter. Second layer of glitter. I have my mic. What the f? Does it look crazy? Maybe. Yeah, so this is my mic. Is it huge? Yes, it is. Is it heavy? Kinda. But it's just comforting. I could even hold it with my two hands. That's what I want. I'm gonna be filming like this from now. I need to find a way to hang it on the wall. So yeah. I actually like filming like this. Like it feels good. I don't know, like, yeah, now I'm chilling. Like it was nice to be able to work with wax again because I used to love it so much and I wanted to start selling stuff. I know it's kind of random and I thought, oh, why would someone want to buy just a stupid object made out of wax? You know what I mean? But yeah, that's why I didn't do it. But I don't know, like maybe I will now because I like it and it makes me happy. So yeah, it's really time consuming. This definitely takes a lot of time. It's missing the final layer of resin, which I usually add 2 layers of resin on top of anything that I sculpt with wax so that it doesn't break. Yeah, I have one here that I made 5 years ago. I didn't coat it with resin and it's still holding up. I wasn't really careful with it, so it could have broken, but I didn't. Like, the wax is pretty sturdy. Definitely if I throw it on the floor, it's gonna break. Or maybe not. I mean, some part of it is a few layers are gonna break. But yeah, this one has no resin and it's still holding up really amazingly well. I'm flashing you with the wax boobs. Woo! But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it was entertaining. Maybe you even attempt to do something with wax. It's pretty easy. You could do anything you want. You could even start making candles, like whatever. So yeah, I will catch you on the next video. Bye. Also, there's a surprise on the back of the mic. It's a secret. Where are you? directly online.
Daddy says I'm too fat, I should bend down, touch some grass.